Hey, Ryan Vining. I'm not sure if that's your real name, but that's obviously your channel name. Hope I pronounced that right. My name's Andre. I have a little YouTube channel here called Horizon City News Service, and I got turned on to your video or pointed in the direction of your video by Cameras Everywhere. He's a great guy. He helped me out with one of my videos and basically supercharged it. Is the way I like to describe it. Same way you get exhaust air to turn a supercharger or a turbocharger on an engine, and you get that much more horsepower. Well, that's what he did for one of my videos. Anyway, obviously that's what he's done for your video when you dealt with the Fort Worth Police Department here in Texas back on, I guess it was late January 2019. And I noticed that you got the dash cam, obviously. That's how you put up your video and how Cameras Everywhere mirrored it and, turbocharged it for you. But now I was trying to get my hands on the body camera video for both you, Cameras Everywhere, myself, and anybody else out there who wants to watch it, which I'm sure is quite a few people. I called the police department today, and I actually spoke to a sworn officer. It was a sergeant. I have a recording which you'll listen to very shortly on this video that I'm making. And he told me that they do keep the videos for quite a significant amount of time. So hopefully the body camera video exists and it's still being stored by the police department. If it is, I'm on a little mission to try to get my hands on it. One of the reasons I'm making this video is to reach out to you directly while all the people, listen in through this video. But I'm trying to reach out to you to find out if you've ever attempted or tried, or I guess attempted and tried is the same thing. If you've ever attempted to get the body camera video, or if you wanted to do that, or if you were denied, I just want to know, because obviously you got your hands on the dash cam. So I don't know if you got that through the judicial branch of government, through the court system, or if you got that directly from the police department, which is the executive branch of government. So, I mean, that's where I'm getting a little confused, because I'm wondering if you already have the body camera video. I'm not sure. Which, if you had it and you didn't want to publish it for whatever reason, I understand. That's not going to stop me from not trying to get it if it's a public record. But, I'm just curious why the body camera video was never given to you if the dash cam video was, is basically what I'm getting at. So, I got this recording, which I want you and Cameras Everywhere to listen into. It's only a few minutes long. It's like about 10 minutes long. And anybody else watching this can listen as well. And it's basically, I'm getting my ducks in a row to try to get this body camera video, which is a little bit more complicated than it seems at first in the state of Texas. I'll explain more later. But it's kind of like entering a 1920s speakeasy to get these body camera videos from these government agencies in Texas, because they have like a secret handshake basically built into the law, which I found out the hard way, so I know how it works. I'm not trying to put a crown on my head, but I do. And the only reason I know is because I learned the hard way. I'm no smarter than anybody else. So anyway, I'm taking things step by step. I filed my open records request today by email. I CC'd Cameras Everywhere. If you have an email address, I guess I'll check your YouTube channel to see if you put one there. But if you have one and you haven't put it on your YouTube channel and I can't find it, you could just text me at 915-781-4330. That's 915-781-4330. And just text me your email address. I live in El Paso, Texas, by the way, and I've dealt with the Texas Open Record System a few times. I'm no expert, but I know a thing or two. So anyway, listen to this recording, And it's just, like I said, I'm laying my ducks in a row, or getting my ducks in a row to get the written records for your stop. Oh, and that's another thing. If you wanted to text me your email address, you can just, we can correspond by email, and you can email me whatever you got that you're comfortable giving me. Otherwise, I'll just do everything from square one, and I'll get the written records through the Fort Worth Police Department on my own. I guess we'll talk about that later if you want. But anyway, I sent the email, started my open records request, and I'm trying to get my hands on the body camera video. So that's what this little video is about. And now we can listen to the recording that I've been trying to finally get at. So here it goes.
Thank you for calling. Please wait while we transfer your call to the next available representative.
Fort Worth Police Records, this is Joe Murphy.
Yes, I'm trying to obtain a record of a Fort Worth Police Department traffic stop that happened a couple of years ago. I just sent an email.
I'm sorry, sir. I can barely hear you. You need what now? I'm sorry.
Can you hear me now?
Just barely.
Okay. I'm after some records regarding a Fort Worth Police Department traffic stop that happened in 2019, and I recently just sent an email requesting those records. I wanted to confirm the receipt of the email.
Okay. Do you know where you sent the email to, sir?
Yes, I sent it to Public Information Administrator at fortworthtexas.gov.
Okay, that's going to be our Internal Affairs unit. Let me give you their phone number, please.
No. Public Information Administrator.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Those emails go to our Internal Affairs unit. Let me give you their phone number, please.
Well, what? Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
817-392-4272. Those are for open records requests, and open records requests go to our Internal Affairs unit.
Okay, because the website makes it seem like this number I called here when I'm speaking to you, that you're the records department.
We're records, and we provide police reports, but we do not take open records requests. The public administrator email, public information administrator email, those requests go to our Internal Affairs unit.
Okay, and what is your position?
I'm a customer service rep 1.
Okay, but you work for the city of Fort Worth?
Yes, and I work for the police department.
Okay. All right, would you be able to transfer me to the department you just spoke of?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
This is Sergeant Seaborn.
Good afternoon, Sergeant. My name is Andre, and I'm after some police records from your police department. I recently just sent an email requesting those records. I just want to confirm receipt of the email.
Who did you send the email to?
I sent it to Public Information Administrator at fortworthtexas.gov.
Okay. Those don't actually come to me, but I can assure you that who gets those, they will enter them into our system, and then they come back to my office, and we will process the request. If you just have to talk to somebody over there, I'm more than happy to transfer you, but if you send it to that address, we did receive it.
Well, while I have you on the phone, I'm not sure if you could do this for me, but I just wanted to maybe verbally confirm the traffic stop, just basic information, if you're able to do that. I don't know if you have some sort of record-keeping system right there with you, but there's a traffic stop that I'm trying to look up from a couple of years ago, which should be able to come up in the system.
All right. Well, if you submitted your request, we'll pull it up and find the records. Like I said, it takes a little bit for the people that actually get those emails to enter them in our system, because they're not in our office. They're down at City Hall. But more than likely, it'll be entered this afternoon, and we'll get it tomorrow morning.
Okay, so City Hall, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Right. City Hall receives those emails, and it gets put into a central system, And because it's a request for police records, it'll come back to my office. It's just not in the system yet. It's still in their email box.
Okay, but just to be clear, open records at the government of Fort Worth, Texas is dealt with, even if it's a request to the police department, it goes to the city first.
Right. When you send it to that public information administrator email account, it goes down to the city secretary's office at City Hall, and somebody there at City Hall gets the email and they input it into a central system, and then it gets sent back here for us to process.
Okay, now maybe I'm just trying to make things a little bit more efficient here. Maybe there's an email address for you that you could give me, and I could just forward you this email.
Well, no, sir. Our administrative regulations at the city require that the request either be put into that system directly or that the request be sent to the address that you sent it to. So you've submitted it properly, but it just hasn't been sent back to us yet.
All right. The only reason I even bring up all of this, and it's not like I'm trying to force you to do anything, but the other customer service person or the other I guess there was a civilian employee for your police department, he made it sound to me like internal affairs was in charge of open records for the police department, but now you're telling me that it has to go through the city first. I'm just trying to figure out how all this works.
Yes, I work in the internal affairs division, and we process those requests for records under the Public Information Act. So there's one central repository for those requests citywide, and that's at the city secretary's office, and then they get distributed to the city departments that have the records. So we will get the request probably tomorrow morning, and you're going to be in line behind a lot of other people, but at some point we will get to your requests and we'll pull the records that you've asked for.
All right, now once the email is sent, isn't there some sort of like legal deadline, like time period that the request has to be responded to? Or
well, normally it's 10 business days, but right now because of COVID, those deadlines are suspended. So we're still working on the request, but we're behind because just like you and a lot of other people, there's city employees that are getting the virus and they're out, and it puts different departments behind on processing these requests. So we're doing them as fast as we can. I'm just being honest with you that it's going to take a little bit for us to get to your request.
Yeah, I appreciate your honesty. Let me ask just a general question. First thing, I believe your police department, do all the officers wear body cameras?
Yes.
Okay, and once a body camera video is, I guess, created, generally, how long is it kept by the police department? I mean, obviously, if there's a serious incident, I'm sure it's kept for maybe a decade or more. But generally, how much time is a regular body camera video, just from an average day, kept by the police department?
If you're talking about an incident that occurred in about the last year, they're kept for minimum 2 years. And in most cases, they're indefinitely kept.
Okay. Yeah, because the reason I ask is there was a traffic stop. This all goes back to what I called you for in the beginning, is that there was a traffic stop with probable cause. A citation was issued, and it was a couple of years ago in 2019, but I assumed that because there was probable cause and a citation issued, that the body camera video might still exist. So that's my hope. And
we'll definitely check for it. If that's what you put in your request, then we check for the body camera footage.
Right. Well, at this time, I take things step by step. At this time, I just requested just the written records. I'm after that first. I'll do the body camera request later once I get the written records. But yeah, I just was asking that general question about body camera videos in general at your police department. And I know you're a busy man, so I'll let you go. But before I go, if I could just get your name and badge number, I'd appreciate it.
Sergeant Seaborn, Seabourn. My ID's 3468.
All right, Sergeant. Well, thanks for your service, and I will just wait for the city government or the police department of Fort Worth, Texas to, I guess, email me back regarding my open records request.
Okay, sir. You have a good afternoon.
You too. Goodbye.
All right. Bye-bye.